place that set the standard for Vegas fitness. Then came Northwest, near Summerlin, sharing the Fit Club gym culture and vibes across Las Vegas. And the crown jewel, Henderson, a cutting-edge space designed for bodybuilders, competitors, and anyone chasing their best self. Fit Club Las Vegas, now with 3 locations.
The Goliath in the house. Give us a little bit of the band, like.
Listen, we got the all natty Goliaths in today.
TRT, but yeah, pretty much natty, bro.
Dude, we've been talking about having you on the show forever, and I'm glad you fit. We had Brian Shaw there, so I mean, you fit.
Yeah, he broke the chair.
Remember when we ate with Brian Shaw?
Yeah.
I was sitting next to him. Like the one time ever I felt small.
Did you feel small? Yeah.
Yeah, I felt
Craig he was intimidated.
He's probably your size now, actually.
Oh, he dropped?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the upper 300s.
Okay.
He's not doing strongman anymore.
I was close to mids last month, so that's pretty cool.
When you saw Brian, he was like 450 though.
Yeah, he was big.
Are you still the world's biggest bodybuilder?
Type it in Google, bro. Google will tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the guy from Russia, though?
Which one?
The new guy with the 26-inch arms.
I don't know.
There's a guy with 26-inch arms.
Yeah, you haven't seen it,
dude. You gotta fix. You can't allow this.
That's
to
probably
happen.
exaggerated, though.
Have you ever measured your arms?
I just did recently on TLC. Actually, when I shot with TLC.
Is it secret or?
Yeah, we'll just wait for then.
Oh,
okay.
Still pretty large, but I mean, my biggest was like 24s. Back when I was like really pushing it hard.
When you were like a complete gear dumpster.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, but you know what when I was really trying to get huge, you know what I mean? Like trying to push the boundaries.
I remember seeing Craig in LVAC like 15 years ago, just walking around like this.
Really? Yeah. 15 years ago.
You know what people say to me? They're always like, hey, you know that guy with the little head?
Well, it's like when I do the angle, like I put my head back a little bit.
So
yeah.
it's
like I tried it, yeah.
Is it a game or?
Yeah, like in pictures, like I like to like, mess with the angles and make myself look bigger than what I really am. So like I put the head back a little bit, you put the arm like this, and it just makes you look so much bigger.
Here, show us right now, but do it to this camera right here.
I'd have to see how I look, like so I know like what angle. Let's see. So it'd be like something like this, and then maybe put this out, and then
we just got to. Why don't you try?
I don't care because I don't care how big I am anymore. I've been telling him every time he texts me and tells me how big he is.
Jay's always like, why? Stop. I'll be like, Jay, I'm small. I'm 330. He's like, why? Why are you 330? I'm like, but I'm, eating 4 meals a day and TRT. He's like, doesn't matter. Stop eating.
I remember you. So I did the West Coast Classic guest posing in 2007.
Yeah.
And you came out and competed in the show.
It was the California. It was the California.
Oh.
Yeah, I did my first show. It was the Cal.
No, but I did the West Coast Classic. You competed in it. Lonnie Teeper show.
Oh, the Junior Cal.
Junior Cal.
Yeah,
yes.
Sorry, the Junior Cal. I get the Cal. Yeah, that was my first show ever. Yeah,
yep.
And
you were there. So how old were you then? And you were you were bodybuilding then. So, I mean, you were competing.
Like 21 or 22. Yeah, I was young. I was there with I remember I was there with my little blonde girlfriend at the time. And when I saw you on stage guest posing, I remember like that was the night. Like I was just like, I really want to push this harder.
Were you living in Cleveland at that time?
No, I was living in Orange County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was living in Huntington Beach. I was all over the place in California. I couldn't find where the hell I wanted to live. Ed brought me to Palm Springs. Yes. I lived there for 9 months. And then from Palm Springs, my buddy, my roommate at the time, he got a job in Temecula. He's like, you want to come with me? So I went to Temecula for 6. And I was like, Temecula sucks. So then I met
this. Where Milos is from, actually.
Yeah, then I lived there. And then I met this chick, and then she's like, do you want to go to LA? I'm like, let's go to LA, but then like, let's try Orange County first, and then 6 months there, and then we went to LA. Eventually got to LA, and I was like, I was trying to do like the Gold's Gym Venice thing, be the bodybuilder, do that whole thing, and I ended up living in Calabasas somehow, so far from the Mecca. The gyms over there sucked. There's crazy traffic. Rent was super high. I mean, at my age, it was like a lot. So at that point, I was just like, I'm either going to go back to Palm Springs or, figure something out. And then a buddy of mine hit me up and was like, if you want to come to Vegas, I could get you a security job here. You can run the whole place. And I'll even get your girlfriend a job as a bartender. So
What
just
year
like
was
that, 08, January of 08 is when I moved to Vegas.
All right, take two. Hey guys, if you have not heard, I've launched my own TRT clinic. TRT Kingdom is now live. And if you'd like to schedule on consult or get more information, make sure you guys go over, check it out, and let us see how we can help with your health needs.
Click the link below.
Shit.
Say click the link below.
Okay. Click the link below.
Wow. There's not a lot of people have moved here recently, but you've been here for
18
almost
years.
20 years. Yeah.
18 years, yeah.
Like I said,
will January be 18 years or 9? No, 18 years will be in January. Okay.
when I first moved here in 2013, when I trained at LVAC on Flamingo, you and Mark Anthony were there.
Yeah, we were really tight back then. Yeah.
I used to see, I would see you guys in there all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of funny the way me and him met. We met Olympia 2010, and he was wearing this green what do you call it? The shows the chest. V-neck. And I was wearing a green V-neck. Everyone's like, oh, look, twins. Like mini me and, like the mini me. And then that's how we became friends. We just, that day, then we just became really close.
So start off, where are you from? So people don't know.
I am from Cleveland, Ohio.
Is that a total dump?
It's a freaking dump.
I still go out there a lot for Dave Lieberman's natural show.
Yeah. Yeah. I talk to him all the time, like when I see him at Olympia and stuff like that. And
He's a good promoter.
yeah, he's really cool.
There's a lot, yeah.
So talk about growing up in Cleveland. Were you like,
He had a mullet.
He had a mullet?
You
Me?
had long hair.
Oh, I never had a mullet though. But yeah, I was like, what? No, yeah, I used to have long hair like back in the day, lip ring.
He's a rocker.
I was a rocker, yeah. I was.
you still are a rocker?
Yeah,
let's start at the beginning of the rock.
Dude, I still rep the rock look, just try to keep it heat.
Just start off when you were growing up there and like what got you into working out.
Yeah, so, the people that don't follow me or know who I am, I was actually like 140 pounds. I was like super skinny, like a toothpick. And very low self-esteem, hated myself, rocker, skater, all that shit, long hair. And right out of high school, I just decided I want to get like a hot girlfriend, I want a hot chick. No, I'm just messing. But,
I was like, man, this is a cool story. Keep it going.
But yeah, so I just decided, I really want to try to get fit. I want to get some abs and biceps. I never really like looked at like a monster or bodybuilder, but I wanted to get in shape, get some ripped abs, get some biceps. And I just started like going to the gym, and I remember the muscle just packing on so fast. I remember jocks at my gym were like that, I looked up to in high school, like, dude, you're surpassing us. Like, what's going on? Like within 6-7 months of training, I just felt like genetically, like the muscle came so fast.
And you were what height at this time?
6'3".
So you've always been about the same height. So once you feel,
Well, 6'2", 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", yeah. I got to be careful when I say 6'3". It's like, I'm like 6'2.5". But people get mad when you
got to get careful, man. The fucking height police will come.
Yeah, dude, I'm serious. Like the height and weight.
Has that one guy ever came and weighed you and heighted you on camera?
Eric,
yeah. He hit me up the very first one he did. Yeah, he did. You know what?
Catch you, or were you legit?
No. I kind of regret not stepping on that scale because
you wouldn't step on it?
No. So it was at the LA Fit Expo, and I didn't eat breakfast that day because I woke up and we were like we gotta go, and I jumped in the car and I was like, okay, well, let's try to find some food there. And body dysmorphia to the max, bro. When you wake up, dude, if you don't eat, you're going to be down some weight. But I stepped on the scale. I recorded it that night at Gold's Gym, believe it or not. And I was 253. So I would probably have been like 245, so I kind of regret, but you can't be off any pounds, you'll get freaking crucified. But I did record it on Instagram. Everyone saw it. I felt like really, like, oh man, everyone's gonna think I'm a chump.
I think he needs to do it again.
Like now or?
Yeah.
Good.
Why do people get so upset when Eric pulls out that scale and the tape measure and all that? Do you think in our industry people have a habit of stretching the truth on their height and weight a little bit?
I don't know why people,
or you think they just don't know, truthfully?
like I know Michael Hearn gets really mad. But yeah, I can't really.
He did it to me at the Houston Expo.
He tried to weigh you?
He did. He did. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like, listen, I never lied about,
Yeah.
you know, I always said I was 5'9", and like now I'm like 228 or something right now.
Yeah, shredded. That's still like 5'9", 228 shredded. It's still big as hell. You know what I mean?
Everyone thinks I'm like 260.
Yeah. I thought you were like 240 easily.
But
yeah,
but if you knew his gear cycle, you'd know why he's so huge.
Him? He's on the MK, right? You're on the MK. But no, for me, you know, I feel like I get a little respect from people for the fact that like I do own up to having body dysmorphia, and it's pretty bad. And, you know, I feel like that's because like, you know, way back in like around 2016, you know, Generation Iron did a video like the biggest bodybuilder ever, like alive, whatever, something. That was #1. And like that blew my mind because I was like, I was a nobody back then. Like nobody knew who I was. It was like just a little gym rat guy. And that like my followers started blowing up from then. I started doing podcasts. And like now I feel like, okay, I have to get big. Like I was probably around 320 back then. So I remember an ex-girlfriend, we went to go celebrate over this video. And she's like, let's go to dinner anywhere you want. I was just so overwhelmed. I was like, I just want to go home. And then when I got home, I'm like, oh yeah, let's go eat. So then we go eat, and I'm just like, you know what? If like they think this is the biggest, like let's really try to push the boundaries and like let's up the food, up the sups, let's go at it. And then that's when I started upping everything, training hard as hell, just eating, sleeping, and breathing bodybuilding. And then I pushed up to over 350, 360 from 320. Like I got really big. And then I was.
How did you feel?
Like shit. I did not feel that great, man. I was in bed most of the day. See, like right now at 3:30ish, I feel so light and like I feel great. Like I go upstairs, I can tie my shoes decently, but you know, just like a lot of things. Like I feel light at this weight compared to like 360. 360 was a lot, man. I mean, I just think about how like Shaw and them do that stuff at like 400. You know what I mean? Like
Brian was over 450 at
yeah, like is he up and active all day?
He was. I mean, he had to be.
Yeah,
because doing strongman, you still have to be agile. Yeah, it's not like they just stand there. Like they have a lot of movement stuff.
Well, you know, he played like Division I basketball.
He was an athlete.
Yeah. So he actually was. You know, he was an athlete. Not that he still isn't, but you know that was his background. But so we talk about weights a lot. So you actually believe there's people ask me that often about body dysmorphia. There's actually a real thing where you fear, like, what do you fear when you have body dysmorphia? Like, is it perception of people or is it like a own personal, when you look in the mirror, what do you see?
So like kind of getting back to the story, that will go into that. Like when I was like really trying to push the boundaries, an injury happened. In my right tricep, and it was nerve damage. I was shrugging like 5 plates.
You're good. It was just right in the middle of the camera.
Okay.
Did you drink it or
Just move it over there?
Yeah. I was shrugging 5 plates at the gym, and I ripped something in my back, and it ended up being nerve damage that traveled into my right tricep. My arm shrank dramatically, and then people were like taking pictures of me at the gym and doing videos on me on YouTube. Like, look, he's photoshopped. Look at this is what he really looks. I'm like, because my arm shrank and like the tricep was like, this tricep was gone, dude. It was like straight. It was just peak. And like I had to like rebuild it. I had to like go, you know, take peptides, and I had to go see people to do exercises and all that stuff for years. And, you know, we see Corey, you know, shout out to Corey, one of the best, man. I honestly owe so much to him, man, because like when I started seeing him, dude, I noticed a dramatic change in my right tricep. So,
is it your C7?
It's just the whole right tricep.
I know, but is it
in your spine?
Like your spine? Have you had an MRI done or anything? Or
no, I really don't remember exactly what they said, but it was like something happened to my back that traveled into my arm.
Do you remember when Ronnie Coleman was losing his tricep and his lat back when he competed with me in 2006 when I won? He started to get the shrinkage, and it was from his C7, I believe.
So he had nerve damage.
Well, it was nerve impingement. Yeah,
yeah.
It's causing shrinkage of this.
Yeah,
I mean, some of the profession people might know with that.
It's a serious thing, man. And then when my arm, you know, including the body dysmorphia people coming at me, like it was just a lot to take, man. It was a lot on me, man.
Yeah, but that's later in your career. So I'm talking about like when you. Like you said, you were 140 and you started training to be bigger. You joked about the girls, but like in reality, like what was it like waking up every day at like 140?
Man, it was so long ago, man.
Why? Like, who did you look at? Who did you?
Well, back then I wasn't into fitness yet. I didn't really get quite into fitness as hard till I moved to California, because in Cleveland, Ohio, there is no bodybuilding. Like I had no motivation around.
Well, you were around the jocks, so like, what gym did you go to back there?
Oh, when I started training, I went to the Strongsville Recreation Center. That was like the first gym I went to, and all the people in my high school were still training there. Like after we graduated, so I would still see them, and like I kind of just like looked at what they were doing, and I'd like kind of mimic it. I wasn't training legs, I wasn't training shoulders. I was just doing this like arms and back and a little chest. Yeah, it was
Is that why you got those peaks?
Yeah, dude, the 9K peaks, bro.
You know what? Before
I always
this podcast is over, you're doing a peak check.
Oh, we're gonna do a peak. I'm down.
Let me ask you this,
Don't
though.
the 9K angle.
Let me ask you this. So they watched your progress,
Yeah.
and they started giving you compliments.
Yes,
Like, man, you're making some improvements, but getting almost bigger than. How did that make you feel?
amazing, unbelievable. I think that's why I kept on pushing and pushing and pushing. I was just,
I mean, we all want validation of
Yeah.
what we're doing.
and then girls started hitting on me, and then like I was like, wow, girls are starting to finally like hit on me, because like we all know like that's a great thing to have. Like when you get female attention, you're like, whoa, and then like I just wanted more and more and more, and then like the validation of the gym bros, like, whoa, dude, you're getting big, and it just kind of piled up and up, and I just kept on going and going. I never, I was never satisfied. And then, I built a natural physique to about 250 pounds. And you know what, Jay? I'll never forget the day I was ready to start. Can I talk about it?
Yeah.
The day, guys, that I decided I wanted to jump on my first cycle, I'm at Cheesecake Factory in Palm Springs. I'm sitting with my two buddies, that were my roommates, and the waiter. I'm wearing a black tight. Remember the black tight like Malibu or Under Armour shirt?
Yeah, of course.
Irv, I think Irv.
You're like
gave me the
lycra
shirt.
shirts.
Yeah, it was like Irv gave it to me as a present. It was like the tight, like it had been like Under Armour, and the peaks are just ablazing, bro. They're just ablazing, bro. Natty peaks, and the waiter's like, bro, what are you on? Like, what are you taking? Like, I'm looking to get big. I'm like, talk to these guys. I take creatine. What's that? Like, and then I looked at them. I said, you know what, guys? Everyone thinks I'm on. Let's just do it. Let's
Were
get
you
to
with the
this.
guy with all the tattoos and?
Yeah.
Like-
Joey Glore.
Oh, okay.
Joey Glore and Ejok. Yeah, those are my roommates.
E-Jock, yeah.
Yeah.
I still see him well.
Yeah, Metroflex.
Yeah.
And
He loves you, bro. Every time I saw him, how's Golias doing out there?
yeah. No, Ejok's a good dude, man. But yeah, man, freaking
So the waiter saw you and out of
They,
all,
he did, because they were on, I wasn't. So I was just like, yeah, let's do this, guys. And then I'll never forget. And then from there, on my first cycle, I got up to 285. Once in my first cycle, I think I just took some like test and D-ball, maybe a little deca was set, but
Well, you're a mess, but I love
but I'm a huge mess.
Yeah.
So, did you know about bodybuilding back then?
Just from them, just from
Because didn't you come to California with a dream to do what?
yeah.
Why were you in Palm Springs?
So basically, what happened at the time was,
Were you online doing something or?
yeah. So I had this picture of me. I wish I could show it. Maybe I can like send it to you guys. I'll send it to you guys. Can like show it on here. I had this picture up on MySpace of me in like a Bally's locker room flexing, and it got in the hands of Irv Gelb, and Irv hit me up, and he kept on hitting me up like, hey, I want to shoot you. But he didn't have a main pick, bro, on MySpace. He didn't have a main pick, so I just kept on ignoring it. And then, like, the third time, he was just like, bro, just check out my website. Like, this is who I've shot. It showed Coleman, Triple H, like, pretty much I saw you, like, everybody. And I was just like, whoa. You know what I mean? And then I just finally hit him up. And then he's like, yeah, we think you have a really good look. We want to put you on the cover of Reps. Remember that magazine, Reps? I was supposed to have the first front cover. And I was like, you want to put me on the cover of a magazine? What the hell? So, bro, this is the funniest part. I didn't know how to diet, so I just started eating more for that shoot. And I couldn't figure it out. I was just getting like bloated and like shittier. And like when I went to shoot with Irv, he was just like, let's just do a tank top shoot. And then, yeah, we never did anything with the images, but I have a couple of them on my Instagram that look pretty cool.
So you flew to California just to shoot that?
Yeah. No. This is when he already brought me out there to live. Yeah, Irv, or not Irv. Ed
Connors.
Ed Connors. Yeah. So basically what happened is Irv put me in touch with Ed, and Ed was like, I think you have a great look. I think you should come to California. I'll bring you out here. I'll ship your car and everything. So I told him, no, I'm good. But thank you. And then 2 weeks later, I was living in a hotel room, bro, in Strongsville. I was living in a hotel room. Like, what am I doing with my life, dude? I just broke up with a stripper girlfriend, and go figure, right? Freaking, like, I'm like 21. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I'm in a hotel. I have no direction. I have this offer to go to California and like live a bodybuilding dream that like only one can dream of, you know, like, what am I doing? Like, it's not like I'm super close to my family at the time and all that stuff. So I was watching Pumping Iron, and I'm like, well, if Arnold can come to California, Craig can come to California. You know, it's like one of those things. So, I mean, I'm not trying to put myself with Arnold, but you know what I mean? So I called Ed and I said, let's do it, man. Give me 2 weeks to say goodbye to my friends and family. And then the rest was history, bro.
What year was this?
2006. Yeah.
Totally different. When's the first time you met Jay in person?
At the show. At my first show. I have a picture on my Instagram. You can post that too if you want. Me flexing the traps looked 9K. Remember that? It was a 9K trap pic, bro. I'm just like, it was hilarious.
I just won the Olympia the year before.
Yeah.
I was guest posing at Lonnie's West Coast.
Yeah.
And I think I was filming the J to Z, actually. So you were out in California.
I was there, yeah. I was in that documentary.
We hit traffic. You might have been there. Did you come with me to the show?
Yeah, we stuck.
Yeah,
No, you were
you
super
guys-
late.
Yeah, remember?
You guys go back that.
He was there.
Yeah,
he
way
was
before
there.
then.
So,
You were at that show?
yeah, he was
Did
there.
you see the peaks on stage?
I don't know if I remember. No, I just remember we were stuck in traffic for like 4 hours, and we were super, super, super late to get there.
Wow. Yeah. That was.
If you look at that J to Z, when we're training at where was it? At the Muscle Beach.
Yeah,
At Muscle Beach. I'm back
yeah.
right there.
Let me ask you a question, though. So, you know, everyone has this California dream where you come from. I mean, I know you go back and forth sometimes, but could you imagine yourself if you stayed where you grew up? Like, what do you think you were in the direction of going? I know you just said, like, you weren't doing anything living in a hotel, but like, what were you doing, like, from high school? Do you work at jobs, or were you playing in a band? Or I know your background is a lot of music now, but
Yeah. So out of high school, it kind of got rough for me. I ended up actually homeless. I was living in my car at one point, 19 years old. No one wanted me back. Like my grandparents didn't want me coming back. My sister wouldn't let me live with her. It was really rough. So I was in my car for a little bit. And then what happened is one day I just woke up, bro. I just woke up from my car and I'm like, once again, what am I doing? You know what I mean? This is before this is a whole different chapter, but I said, what am I doing with my life, dude? This is like not what I am. So I remember I went and got 3 jobs, bro. I went and got 3 jobs. I went and got a part-time job at Pepsi, stocking Pepsi. And then I got a bouncing job 2 nights a week, downtown Cleveland. And then, believe it or not, mill stripping on a Saturday night.
Ask you that.
Yeah, mill stripping job on Saturday night. So here I am with 3 jobs now, and I'm just like married to the grind, bro. I'm just like F friends, F girls, F everything. I need to get my life straight. And so, like, dude, after 8 months, bro, bought myself a Mustang convertible. I had a 2-bedroom condo. In a relationship, everything was going so good, bro. I just had to snap out of it, man. But yeah, it was crazy. Actually, it was a very dark part of my life, man. I'm just glad I got out of that. You know what I mean? Like, snapped out of it. And
did bodybuilding help you?
Yeah, bodybuilding, it saved me, bro. Low-key, it did. It saved me because, like I said, like that direction of my life is when I was first starting to get into fitness. I used to sneak into gyms, bro. I remember like I'd wait for the receptionist to like be talking to someone. I'd just like zip right through. You know, that's how tough it was for me at one point. So it's crazy to see what I have now and what I've accomplished. Like sometimes I get like, as hard as I am on myself, I'm like, you did pretty good, Craig, considering where you came from.
Did you, is that sometimes the fear of that life that keeps you motivated to continue to do what you do?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Like tell me like now today. So like you're here and obviously we have a back, you know, we know each other, but
yeah,
tell me like your lifestyle now. Like you work with social media.
Yeah.
You do brand deals. You're doing the music. You're working on a supplement brand now.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for it yet, or you're not going to expose it yet?
Yeah, I don't want to expose it yet,
okay.
but
it better be fucking 9K.
Yeah.
Dude, really? Change the subject? It's definitely not 9K supplements.
So, like, what is your life? I just see you as Craig. So, kind of tell our viewers, listeners that may not know or follow you.
Jay knows everything about me.
Like, what do you kind of do on, like, what's your daily schedule, kind of?
My daily schedule's it's pretty chill, man. Wake up and just wait around for the gym. You know, I just work from my phone. You know, the brand deals, the online coaching. Just
your coaching you do a lot. Too.
Yeah, the coaching. So I'm just talking to my clients. So it's kind of a pretty 9K chill life, man. I just relax. That's why I made my home the way it is.
Hold on, what this 9K, 5K? Tell me a little bit about.
Tell the 9K, 5K story.
How did this come about? Who brought this to you?
Do you guys remember Louis Marco?
Yeah.
So Louis Marco, he did a video on me and he wrote out angle game 9,000. So I got 9K from that. And then the 5K, bro, I have no clue where I got that, bro.
So is 5K not good?
5K sucks, dude. If you're 5K, you need to go, bro. Seriously.
So is that kind of your online layer twist to what?
Yeah, I have a bunch of lingo for the people who've been following me a while. They know my lingo. I got the H2O flow, the be careful, time to get huge, 9K. Just so much stupid shit.
See, you know what Craig used to do and he stopped doing? That was the best thing you ever did.
Walmart.
When he would go into Walmart, he would throw stuff at people.
Yeah, the water.
You need to do that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Did anyone ever want to kick your ass?
Never.
Do you remember that?
And I lucked out.
He used to like hide around the corner. He'd throw something in their cart
Water.
and hide.
Yeah,
so around the corner.
Yeah, I would go around the corner and just like take bottles of water and just like I'd add the sip and then I'd just throw it and it just like 9 out of 10 times I'd land it, bro. I'm really good at my H2O flow shots. But yeah, dude, I used to call it the flow.
So your personality is just to kind of be goofy. And you've kind of lived, I think people accept you for being like this big dude. So as far as being intimidating, maybe that personality shows that you have a softer side to you. So it's not really that intimidating to people, right?
Yeah, I think what it is like, you guys got to understand, I was always like the skinny class clown when I was younger. And like, that just kind of never leaves, even if you put on a bunch of muscle. You know what I mean? Like you're always who you are. You know what I mean? Like you don't just like 180 your life because, I got some muscles now. So, I mean, look, I'm doing music still, like how many years later, so, and I was doing that when I was really young, like 15, 16, 17, 18, I was doing the music thing. And I just started doing it again, like last year out of boredom, man. I was just like, I love music. I did a couple projects with this band called Austrian Death Machine. For the people watching, some of them might know who it is, but it's like a side project of like, Arnold Schwarzenegger like quotes and stuff like that into a hardcore metal theme. So I did a bunch of songs with them and then I was just like, you know what? I want to do my own thing. So, but I want it to all be bodybuilders. I want like a bodybuilder band, like where everyone's just jacked and we're just like all the lyrics are about lifting, and like I found a guy on Instagram and then we found 2 more other guys. And then, we had Kevin for a sec. Remember he was talking about him and then, he competes and stuff like that. And like, I don't know, it just all came to place and it's just started to finally happen now. So we just put out a music video like 3 days ago. It's doing pretty good. I'm maybe talking to a manager tomorrow on the phone. So yeah, things are starting to pick up with that too. But with the music, it's like, I'm not trying to be Bon Jovi or something like that. I'm not trying to like make this a big career. It's just kind of like fun. If something happens, a little extra with it, that's cool. But I'm not like trying to be some rock star.
I listened to it 2 days ago and you sent it to me.
Oh yeah, did you see that?
I don't know. I can't understand the lyrics. I don't understand that kind
They're really deep, man. They're really, really.
All I hear,
a couple of them. Right?
It just goes.
Yeah, don't say. Oh man, I'm on the spot. Shit.
Don't
Are you
worry
the
about.
singer. Or?
Yeah, I'm the singer.
We got the camera right on.
These scars won't fade, but they make me whole. Each lift a battle to reclaim my soul. Load the plates, let the darkness break. Through the struggle, a new life I'll make.
But you say it in that hoarse
Yeah,
voice.
yeah.
So let me ask you, who's your inspiration?
For music?
Yeah, like do you have anyone that inspires you? Like who, if I go on your playlist on your vehicle right now, what do you got?
You're gonna see a lot of 80s, dude. Depeche Mode, Heart, Duran Duran.
I noticed that
You're
when
gonna
you
be
put up some of
confused.
your posts, you put up a lot of 80s.
Love
music.
the 80s, man. I love the 80s. I was listening to some Bonnie Raitt last night. I forgot. Remember and Katie Lane?
Yeah.
It gets weird, bro. My shit. But for metal, I love. You guys are gonna love these band names. You guys ready for this? Cattle, Decapitation, and Dying Fetus are like a couple of my favorite metal bands.
Yeah, heavy metal.
They're heavy. But yeah, these guys they don't lift. They're like skinny, like That's why I feel like what I'm doing is like pretty cool. It's like super different because there's a lot of like, you'd be surprised how many bodybuilders listen to metal. Like you'd be surprised. There's a
A lot
couple
of powerlifting gyms have
yeah,
playing.
yeah, it's actually pretty popular. So that's something where we can relate too. You know what I mean? Like if you have like big bodybuilders screaming and not just like some skinny dude with like girl pants on and long curly hair, you know, like a lot of metal bands look like.
Is that why you did a lot of your music videos inside the gym to fit
Yeah.
your?
Yep. Yeah, all of them are pretty much in the gym except the last one. The last one we were like, we need to do something a little different. You know what I mean? We got to spice it up a little bit. So we just did it like kind of
What
jamming.
gyms have let you shoot the music?
Dragon's Lair and Strength Culture. Yeah.
You're trying to shift around and do some different gyms?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll do a different gym next time.
So how many actually songs do you have released right now?
3.
Okay.
3. Fuck Skinny Get Huge. But we call it FSGH. I Golias and then A Beast Inside. Jeez.
This is the band, so show me your shirt.
Oh yeah, this is one of our logos right here.
Can people purchase that?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. Links in the bio.
Okay.
Like should I, like right here, like that.
Yep.
The width check. We'll do the width check too.
Oh, what about the peak check?
Peaks are covered, bro. The natty peaks, but yeah. Oh, the hat too.
But you love the music. I mean, you constantly but you play all the instruments, don't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
play guitar and drums too. Yeah,
so-
yeah. I forgot to list
Why don't you
that.
just be a one-man band?
I could. You put me in a studio, I walk out with a song or two right away. Yeah, I could totally do
How
that.
much time a month are you committing to the music right now?
Not that much at all.
So you don't have a week that you like every week you guys practice together.
Everybody lives. So the guitarist lives in Pennsylvania. Eric, the bassist, he was remember he was in the WWE. He's in Orlando, and then the drummer's in New York.
So it's kind of difficult to get together.
Yeah. So when we do the music videos, everyone flew to my house and stayed with me for like 3 days. We got a bunch of content, shot a bunch of music videos. Such a blast. And then they went on their way. So like I said, we did all that we could do right now. So now it's just kind of a waiting game of what we do next.
So you obviously incorporate bodybuilding with everything. Do you follow the modern bodybuilding? Do you watch the shows? Do you pay
Yes,
attention?
I'm still the bodybuilding world. Yeah. Like I watch this podcast. I go to Olympia every year. Even though I haven't, the last 2 years I haven't worked. Usually I'm always at a booth, but the last 2 years I haven't been. I just went and walked around. I filmed with Hulu this at Olympia this year. So it's like kind of the reason why I went. And then the year before, a chick wanted to go. I was like, please. I was like,
So what do you think of the modern guys right now? What do you think of the top 5 guys?
well, Jay knows I'm like really big on his era. I like the Jay and Ronnie. It's just not, I was never really in the Phil and Kai era. I've always been like so big on like the earlier era, like 96 to like 2009 was like the best era of bodybuilding by far. And like, that's kind of like what I still to this day, like look at as far as like, damn, I missed that era. You know what I mean? Like the new era nowadays, it's good. It's like, you know, everyone looks great and stuff like that, man. But just like I said, I'm just, for me and my taste, I'm more of that era. Like there's just so much more mass monsters. And
like you like Marcus Rule and
Paul Dillette was one of my favorites. Jay, Marcus, Ronnie, Dennis James did his podcast too. Shout out to Dennis James. That was so cool. Said some cool things. I was like, holy cow about. I remember he was like, you're bigger than Big Ramy. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, well, back then, remember I was really meathead back then. I was when I was like 360, bro. I was like, really? But
The thing is, I think that it's amazing you can make that weight because I feel like you don't eat that much.
no.
Like how many meals a day do you eat right now?
So at my biggest of 360 pounds, basically what I was pushing back then was like 4 meals a day. The fourth one was 4 solid meals a day. So I do like a big breakfast. The meals are pretty big though. They're about like 100 to 150 carbs, 50 protein. And then the last meal is always a cheat meal. And I just eat as much as I could. I just go get so much food and just ate so much. And then I have a protein shake like right before bed. And probably like throw some like oatmeal and like, you know, banana and stuff like that in that if I'm really trying to grow. You know, nowadays, man, I stopped doing that, pushing those crazy limits.
We don't just fight insurance companies, we train for it. If you want results, get a lawyer that puts in the work. 107. Do you trust a lawyer that doesn't train? 102. Or a lawyer that quits when it gets tough. Pacific West Injury Law. We're built to win.
You know what I remember? I remember the Craig Golias bowl at Sumo Sushi.
Samurai Sam.
Samurai Sam's.
yeah, the
No,
Golias.
yeah, Samurai Sam.
Yeah, the Golias bowl.
That thing was massive. It was like 12 ounces. It was chicken.
He
and
was
steak
trying to
and-
copy my bowl.
Yeah,
No, they came to me though. They came to me. They're like, yeah, there's a Jay Cutler bowl. You want a Craig bowl? I was like, yeah.
it was huge though.
That's what she said.
But you're like, I didn't eat that much. That was a lot of food.
Yeah.
That wasn't 100.
I didn't eat that bowl though, bro. I never ate that bowl. It's too much food.
Too much food. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
It was too much food, man.
I
It's
used to get 3 of them when I go there. And
yeah, like Jay knows I was never really a huge eater, bro. Like,
That's what kind of surprised me. Like we've been out to eat and like he doesn't eat that much. But
yeah.
talk about the health aspect. I mean, everyone looks at you and does it bother you that everyone's like, oh, he's going to have a heart attack? And like they think that you're on a ton of chemicals. And
Yeah.
I mean, you've been this big for a long time. And like you said, you've kind of backed down a little bit.
Yeah.
I know you told me the other day you're on like this health phase.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, I'm like 6 weeks in just TRT right now. That's it. No peptides.
I know, but like
EPC 157.
even your full blown isn't what people would think it is.
Yeah.
You know, because we're in the bodybuilding circles and there's a lot of combinations.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like you have like those protocols like people would think.
Yeah, like I was just telling you before we got on the air, like last month I was like in the 340s, and Jay, I would tell you I was not on much shit at all. You know what I mean? Like I think my body just really likes to stay big. And if I ever really wanted to come down, I would just have to stop eating. You know what I mean? But like, you know, that's going to be hard to do. Like, cause that's like my routine for how many years, you know? So I'm just like, for me to like really want to come down, I would just have to like stop eating like 2 meals a day or something like that to really drop size and muscle. But you know, like right now I don't really push, I haven't pushed the boundaries in a long time. Like really tried to get like big, but like for some reason, like my body still fluctuates somewhere between 320 and 340. And that's just chilling.
I think if you stopped weight training though, you would actually tone down.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you're
you
probably
just
right.
did cardio every day. And
Yeah. I've been doing cardio for the first time in years.
Are you addicted to weight training though?
Yes. I think you are too though.
I am. I told
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I'm very addicted to weight training because like I don't even know what I would do without it, man. It's like what I wake up and wait around for.
But you don't put yourself in the most hardcore atmospheres. Talk a little bit about that. You've been training at Las Vegas Athletic Club mostly over the years. You bring your dog to the gym.
Sometimes.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
you don't
sometimes.
I thought you did every day.
No, that'd be crazy. Like maybe once a month.
And like, do you need an atmosphere? Like, what entices you to train the most? Do you use your surroundings at all, or are you just self-motivated?
So like for me, I just like LVAC because it's like 5 minutes from my house, bro, and it's a massive gym. You know, a lot of my friends are there. But like, yeah, I mean, like sometimes I like to travel. Like from here, I'm gonna go to Dragons. You know, I'm like around the corner, might as well. Different atmospheres, see some friends. You know, I go to Strength Culture on Wednesdays. We see Corey. You know, I train there too. I do legs, and then yeah, man. There's still a couple other ones I'd like to go check out, but yeah, man, I think it's good that like, you know, especially like people like us, like influencers, like we get out and see different gyms and, you know, meet the followers and, you know, stuff like that. I think it's really important, you know, to be out there more and, you know, get content, you know, instead of the same gym every day. It's cool to post content in different places too, as well. Cause it's like what the followers want to see, you know, they want to see different atmospheres too.
Yeah, I mean, LVC is pretty well equipped though, as far as equipment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. A lot of people want to talk shit. I'm like, it's got everything you need.
I used to, when I first moved here, I'd go there and I would train at night usually.
Yeah.
And then I started going at like midnight because it was the only time it wasn't like crazy packed.
Yeah.
But you'd go in there, it'd be like 20 people in there and you could just train.
Yeah.
Just have the run of it. But if you go there at like 5 or 6, like a lot of times when you would go,
Yeah.
it would be, you just can't move.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's what time I usually go, like 5:30. Yeah.
But you know what? The more I'm thinking about it, back then there wasn't all these other small gyms around.
Yeah.
It was just
Everything kind of came out of nowhere, huh?
those, and there was a couple golds, and then all of a sudden other gyms just started popping up all over. Now there's 100 gyms here.
You just made me want to talk about another Jay story when you mentioned golds. So first time I saw Jay here in Vegas was in '08. I don't know. Do you remember this, Jay? Let me know if you remember this. We were at Sahara in Decatur, and I saw you. And I remember I came up to him and I was like, "Hey man, like, what's a good pump agent from Muscle Tech?" And you know, he looked at me. I remember you said, "Oh, you're pretty big, dude." And then like you gave me the Pump Tech pills. You gave me the whole bottle. It's like barely open. I was like, I thought that was so cool, dude. The whole bottle's like barely used. And back then that shit was like what, $80?
You still have it?
I do not. No.
I was going to say
That'd be cool if I
saved-
did though. That'd be cool if I did though. But yeah.
I mean, you as a young kid coming up to me and meeting me, I'm sure you got to see me in all the books then. Before that was prior to social media.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, I used to see you out in Vegas a lot. I mean, most people get to come to Vegas and they get trapped in the lifestyle. So if you came here to work security in a club,
I used to do security in the clubs.
and you're
yeah.
saying
Private
even your girlfriend was like, okay, she's going to be a bartender. That's usually a bad atmosphere for a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
How long did that last?
This is such a cool story too. Yeah, man. So like when I moved to Vegas, I was in that world. I was in the clubs and I was doing VIP hosting. I was doing bodyguarding, private body. I was doing like all kinds of side hustles. Do you guys remember like the strip club thing where like you get a group of people and you put them in a limo? Remember I was doing that stuff too. Like that was like
like a promoter.
Yeah. It was club promoting. I just, that was a little cooler, but yeah. I was doing that for a while and then social media started picking up, bro. And then before I knew it, I was selling the F Skinny Get Huge t-shirts. And then, I was doing it through PayPal and I would just tell people send me this much. And then that started getting pretty big. And then, a girlfriend at the time was like, Craig, I made you a Shopify, just use it. I'm like, what the hell is Shopify? So she showed me how to use it and I connected that. And then I'd be hearing cha-chings throughout the day. And that motivated me, bro. Yeah. Hearing the cha-ching, I'm like, oh, I just made a freaking solid $22. Yes. Yeah. So like I started taking that more serious and coming out with like hoodies and bro, I was doing really good with that, man. Like I was getting like 5, 6 to 12 sales a day of just selling t-shirts. And back then the profit was so good, dude. It was so good. Like it cost me like $5 to make a shirt and I was selling for like 25, 30. So, and that was just shirts. So we had tanks. And so yeah, that became a thing. And then online coaching, I decided to start doing that. So then I added that to the site. So people started ordering that. And then I was just like, well, this is a lot easier than shipping shit out and making $20. So then I focused all the energy to that. And then I decided to name it Golias Nation. And then like, that was my career. I got rid of the club life, the nightclub, the bodyguarding. I don't need to do this. I can be at home doing this stuff. This is way cooler. And then I just dropped that world and made Golias Nation my full-time job.
But you were working these like late nights, I'm sure. So did it mess with your schedule? Are you still a late night guy?
No, I'm still a late night guy to this day, man.
What time you usually go to bed?
So usually 3 to 4, but sometimes, lately I've been tighter, like around 2. And what I'll do is I'll go to sleep and I'll just set my alarm for like 4 and have my last shake if I can't like stay up for it, because I got to get to this day, man, I still got to get all my macros in, bro. I'm still like that, dude. TRT or not, like I feel so guilty if I miss a meal.
Do you think you're always going to stay big like this?
No.
Like, what do you see yourself like downsizing to? Like your whole persona?
Yeah. So if the band ends up doing a show, because like we're in the works of maybe doing some shows next year, 2026, I know I'm going to have to probably drop some major pounds, bro, because like when we were shooting that, you saw my music video? You saw how it was going nuts, dude? Like we'd have to take breaks. Like I can't be doing that on stage, bro. So yeah, because in that video, I'm like 340, bro, 342 even. I was big in that video, bro. And I was just
what if you were like 250? You know what? You'd probably feel great though.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like what Michael Hearn is like around, right? 250, right? And we're about the same height.
I used to see Craig in the clubs too.
Yeah?
Yeah. See,
did I look huge or no? Did I look huge?
When I first moved here, Little John just got his residencies here, and I would always go out with him 2-3 nights a week.
Oh wow!
Whenever he'd come to town,
yeah.
So I would see you out.
Yeah, you know another funny.
And I'd see you with the tight shirt, walking around the fucking XS and Tris.
Yeah. Flavor Flav came up to me once in Palms and was like, "Jay Cutler, what's up, bro?" I was like, what's that?
No way.
Yeah, I swear, dude, that was so long ago, bro. I was like, whoa. That's so funny. I remember that.
I used to call you the king of the pools.
King of the pools. Yeah. I remember that.
You still go to pools?
No, dude, I don't.
Why not?
He's on your same vibe where the strip is like, he has a radius. We all have radius now.
Yes.
And I think his radius is smaller than all of ours.
Yeah.
His might be about the same size as yours because yours is pretty.
This is about as far as I go to the strip.
You know, I have 2 to 3 cars, bro. It's just me living by myself, and I don't even like driving. Like like 5 minutes is like, if friends like, let's go out tonight, man. I'm like, okay, let's do Durango, or because it's like 5-10 minutes down the road, or let's go to Red
Rock.
It's like 8 minutes away. Like I'm one of those guys. Like I hate driving to the strip, having to find parking. Like, well, I hate that. You know, I don't like doing valet. I don't want people in my freaking car. I've had drama with that before. So it's just like, let's just do something more closer and chill. If I do step out, then, which is very rare. Jay knows when I step out, man. It's not often, bro.
People come to town. Hey, I'm going to the
Yeah.
strip. You know,
The
where should I stay? I'm like, I don't know. Google it.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna meet you.
They low key, they want to come stay with you, bro. That's what it is. Where should I stay? Usually when people are like, oh, I'm like, you want to come stay?
Where you want to
place.
stay?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Google it. Go find some dump on the strip.
Or do you have any hookups on hotel rooms? I'm like, dude, I have hookups on peptides and protein with that, you know?
Let me ask you a question. Are you ever intimidated when you meet someone of your stature?
Like, what do you mean by of stature?
Like, have you met anyone really big where you size people up and say, because, you know, they're like known as, like when Sergio showed up at your gym and started training at LVAC, you text me that day and you're like, and I said, oh, he's bigger than you, bro, right? And you were like, no.
No, I get saying, I mean, no, sir.
I told you to go up and say hello. He was nervous to say hello to Sergio.
No,
And he came up to you, didn't he? Or did you go up to him?
No, I don't remember. I remember that day he was doing legs and I was doing chest, I think. But no, I ended up talking. And
But you're the big dude of the gym.
Yeah.
And everyone knows you're the big guy.
Yeah.
So, like, has anyone ever walked in and you're like, damn, that dude's pretty big? What about when Gillian, what's his name, lived here?
Ilya.
Yeah.
Ilya.
He was a pretty big guy.
Ilya,
He was the world's biggest bodybuilder, kind of on people's records too, wasn't he?
they didn't say world's biggest bodybuilder because he never competed or anything like that. They were saying the world's like most like.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
The world's most massive.
Passed away.
Yeah, the world's
like a year
most
ago.
massive bodybuilder or something like that. They never said like world's biggest or anything like that because he never like technically was a bodybuilder. He was more like a strong
Just a
man.
big dude,
yeah. But yeah, no, dude, the story with me and Ilya, right?
Yeah.
One day I woke up, bro, and he did this post on us, and it was like, "Who's the biggest?" And I'm like, "Oh God, here we go." And then like it's just crazy to me with the time. That's when my injury happened, bro. Can you believe that? It was like right when my injury happened. My arm was small. I was like in the worst shape ever. And he was like, "We should link up and we should do a contest." I'm like, "Oh God, this would happen right now, man. Why couldn't we have done this like 4 months ago? I would have come and crushed your ass with set." No, I'm just, but no, I'm just messing. But like, yeah, man. So like, we kind of had a little beef there with that thing, and then like one day he just DM'd me. I have it on my phone. It's saved to this day. I screenshot it in case something ever happened, and he wrote this huge paragraph. I posted on my story and deleted it 10 minutes later because I thought it was kind of, I don't know. It was when he passed away. I posted it, and I was just like, nah, this isn't immediately out there. But he just wrote me this big paragraph saying, "Dude, I respect you. I want to shake your hand. Let's do a video someday, man. Like I followed you for years." Like I was like, okay, that's cool, dude. And I wrote, "Yeah, man, let's just crush this shit, dude." Like, so yeah, there was like this little thing where like, I don't know, maybe someone was telling him, "Oh, Craig's talking shit about you" or something. I don't know, man, but something triggered him, bro. But
You film with Rich Piana too, didn't you?
yeah. Rich Piana. So Rich Piana, I had dinner with him like a week before he passed away. He was what was that gym, bro, on Sahara? Remember that gym?
City Athletic.
City Athletic. He was at City Athletic, and I'm training legs at Flamingo, and I get a phone call, and I look at my phone. It says Rich Piano. I'm like, what the hell? And he's like, "Hey, Craig, could you come pick me up from the gym? He was with his chick. There's something I want to talk to you about." And I was like, he's gonna ask me to join 5%. I know it, and I got my own thing going. So, but whatever. Went and grabbed him, and then grabbed him in the Hummer truck. Remember the Hummer truck?
Yeah.
I used to say the Hummer truck like set, but sorry. The Hummer okay. So we had dinner at what's that place on the strip? We're super bougie. Anyways, it was a bougie.
Jay will definitely know.
Yeah, kind of by the link. Fogo de Chao or something. Fogo de Chao, yeah.
That's a Brazilian steak.
Yeah. So we went ate there, and then he's like, "So Craig," in his voice, like, "God damn it," and I'm just like, we did a little YouTube video, and he's like, "I want to do a video with you called Monsters Exist, the two biggest freaks in bodybuilding. What do you say? Like, can we make this happen? I could come to you, you can come to California, you can stay with whatever you want." I'm like, at the time, I'm like, dude, that would be like, that would blow me up a lot too. You know what I mean? Because like he was like really popular back then, bro. He was huge, and then I was like, "Yeah, can you give me like 8 weeks?" He's like, "What do you need 8 weeks for?" Because I was like 350, bro. But I was like, bloated, bulky. I wanted to like rip up, dude. I wanted to look like, I wanted striations and shit. I'm like, I just want to like, put a little work into this. You know what I mean? Like get freaky, like, so, like kind of do like a mini cut, cause I already had the mass, but to like, shred it up for the video. And then, he's like, absolutely, dude, we'll do it. And then, bro, a week later, he's gone, bro. And then Dallas too. And then my dog, dude, that was a crazy week for me, dude. I was stressed out that week, bro. And then everyone was coming at me on Snapchat, like Craig's next. Like I was like, holy cow, this is crazy.
How does that make you feel when other big guys that their life ends early and you're a big guy?
Yeah.
What goes through your head when you see that, knowing that they're similar to you?
Well, I mean, I try to tell myself that, I'm not pushing the boundaries like they did. Like I've never touched a drug in my life. I've never drank alcohol in my life. Never smoked pot in my life. Never had a cigarette in my life. The only thing I've ever touched that's dramatic is gear. So I know, they could have been doing that stuff or, pushing insulin hard or like crazy amounts of food. So like, I try to tell myself that I should be okay. But then, at the end of the day, like Jay told me once, 350 on the heart is 350 on the heart, so I get that.
And it's harder for muscle than fat.
Yeah.
Because muscle requires more blood volume.
Yeah. But, it's just like, I think it's something that we can't control, man. You know what I mean? Like if I was small, I'd be very depressed, and I don't know. Like, it's just like, I couldn't imagine dropping.
What if you were 285, but you were lean?
Yeah.
You'd probably still feel big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because you're leaner, you'd look.
Yeah. I know that's going to be that's going to be the next mission. It's like a rip.
You go for blood work.
Yes. I go for blood work. I donate blood. I take, health products, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I do stay on my game. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I have multiple people look at my blood work because I want, more reactions. So
Let me ask you this though. So I met you in 2007, you were competing, and was your dream to be a professional bodybuilder?
yes, that's what I wanted.
Where did that go? Where did that end up? I mean, now you're just more of a social media big guy, world's largest bodybuilder. When did the dream of competing stop?
That's a great topic that we should definitely talk about. So Jay, 2007, I did that show where I met you. I won my class, and I remember I drove to Huntington Beach. I remember I pulled up to the beach, laid there in the sand. I was just like, God, life is so good. This is what I want so bad. I want to be an IFBB pro. I want to be up on the stage. I want to be a top pro. I want to be the mass monster. Like, I was so stoked on it, man. And I was like, this is going to be it. I just won. Like, let's go. And then the next year I went for, what's that show that's in December? Excalibur. Nailed it. I went and did the Excalibur, bro. And it was my first year in Vegas. I really focused hard. I did like extra cardio. This is when I really needed a coach, man. I never had a coach, by the way, as you could tell. It was never that great anyway, but, I like went extra hard on getting shredded, dude. I just dropped way too much size. Dude, I was like 236 on stage, bro. And I got 5th out of like 13. That was a large, super heavy class at the time. Remember, nowadays, how many super heavies are there in classes? Like 2, if that?
Let me ask you this though. Do you remember who won that? Was it any names?
Kevin won it. His name was Kevin.
Black guy?
No, white guy.
Oh, okay.
He worked with Hani before Hani was even, wait a second. No, you were working with Hani in 09.
I was.
This is 08. So I think it was right before. Yeah. So Hani was still becoming something, but
He was working with like Quincy and Melvin Anthony and all those guys.
yeah. I just hung out with Melvin not long.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah. He was in Vegas.
We need to get him on the podcast.
Yeah. He stayed with me. Him and his buddy. They came and stayed at my house for a night. He's a
so
one.
so you got 5th. Were you crushed?
Crushed, but I was crushed, man, because when I saw Kevin, I looked at him and I was just like, dude, we're like ways apart, man. Like, he had these big round muscle bellies, like crazy quads. I looked more classic for sure. And I was just like, man, I really got to like go harder at this. And then the next year I took it a little more serious. I put on a lot more size. I actually got more shredded. So I was talking to this judge, don't remember his name, but he was like one of the judges back then. And he said, you should go do the, San Jose. I think you can just take it, instead of like going to LA and just like getting, going against a lot of tougher guys. So I traveled to San Jose. Crazy story, man. There was like 8 super heavies, man. I looked at everyone, when you like are backstage, Jay, and Jay's on a different level, but when you're backstage and you're just eyeing everyone, you're like, yep, I got third. Oh, I got fourth. Oh, I got first. I looked at everyone. I'm like, okay, I got third. So I'm going to have to requalify again because I want to do USA so bad. So I'm like, shit. So I remember I was talking to this chick. And I called her and I said, I'm going to have to do LA next week because I got third. Bro, I went on stage. I got second, bro. So I qualified, man. Because back then, top 2, you qualify for USA's. I couldn't believe it. I beat like this dude looked like Branch Warren, like physique. And I beat him. I was like, you know what's crazy is in 09, I totally had more of a classic physique look. I was not that big. The next year's when I went the mass route and like really, then I was like 278 on stage, but you know, obviously water buffalo, like nothing to brag about, like not ripped to shreds or nothing. Like I could have been way smaller, but yeah, that's when I was just like, so in 09, I was ripped. I asked the judges, what do I need to work on? You need to be bigger. So then I get bigger, 278, you need more shredded. So that's when I was just like, the dream was kind of over then. I was just like, this is just too hard. And I'm, you know, taller and, you know, I didn't really know what I was doing, man. You know, I wasn't doing the right amount of cardio. I wasn't taking as much substance as I should have been. And then I stopped in 2010. In 2011 and 2012, I just kind of fucked around, you know, with the hosting and clubs and all that stuff. And then 2013, I started a supplement line, Golias Nutrition. And the guy was like, you need to get shredded for these shoots. Cause, you know, back then, you know, you needed to do photo shoots. So this is 2013. I decided I had to compete, man, because it's just hard to get shredded without any motivation. You know, it's easy to fuck up. You know what I mean? Like when you're
I was
not.
just going to ask you actually, you know, do you think you could diet again? But God, so you needed to get ready for a show in order to get ripped.
Yeah. So, I decided to do the LA and, bro, what a lineup, dude. I got first in supers and for the overall Breon and the light heavies and then Matt Porter for heavy. I'm on stage with those two guys for the overall. And then, what's his name was fifth or fourth. The one that won the first ever classic physique.
Danny Hester.
Danny Hester was like fourth or fifth. That's crazy, huh? And I was just like, well, this is kind of a cool lineup. And then, yeah, so like, I remember going up to Breon and just like whiff checking him. Like, and you couldn't even see him. It was kind of cool. But yeah, it's crazy to see where, you know, how far everyone, especially him, has gone. But yeah, that was after that show, I knew I was done, bro. I'm like, cause USA's, I shot with Jason Ellis for a whole day. And then I shot with, that other, I started doing all these photo shoots. And then before I knew it, I'm like, dude, USA's is 3 days away. I'm not even gonna bother, bro. Like, what am I gonna fucking get 15th, 20th? Like, what's the point, dude?
You just don't think you had the genetics, or you just didn't have the effort or the knowledge?
The knowledge. I think the genetics were there, man.
Why wouldn't you have just went to somebody like a coach and said it?
I really don't know, man. I
Maybe
should have.
It just wasn't in your heart.
Yeah.
If you don't have it yet.
I think Jay knows. I think Jay knows that, you know, that it's just something you gotta want. And I stopped wanting it, bro. I just loved the off season, man. I liked walking around big. You know what I mean? Like when it was time to cut, I'd be like, oh, I just want to stay huge. You know, I just loved being big, the big off season look. I always loved that look, man. I remember texting Jay actually. I'm like, dude, at my height, how big do I need to be? Remember that? And you're like 330 or 320 or 330. And
On stage, yeah.
No, off season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I remember that's like when I was like, okay, I need to get to 330. I remember that.
Think of how many guys are 300 pounds now that aren't even his height.
Yeah.
Ronnie was there.
I mean, listen, Andrew Jack is your height.
Yeah.
Are you impressed with how he looks?
Yeah, Andrew Jacked. I think Andrew Jacked can take it, bro. If he just a couple of small changes. I know it sounds kind of crazy. I think he could be a little bigger, right? Or do you think I'm?
Well, he's got long limbs. I mean, everyone can always say that, but the problem is, you know, it's pretty sad that we've come to that space where someone like Andrew Jack, we still say needs to be bigger. When
it's kind of crazy when you think about
he's competing over 300.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's
I'm just
like
going by pictures.
End. Yeah, of course, because I mean, when someone has long limbs, especially like in the side poses, when his arms are really long.
Yeah,
I mean, you got someone like Derek who has shorter limbs.
Yeah,
it's just the density is just like me.
Bigger,
It's like me against Tony Freeman. I mean, back in the day,
one of my another favorite.
I mean, he had a great physique, and I mean, if he was in today's era, he might be a little more challengeable to like. Because, you know, I feel like now, I don't know, I feel the judging is pretty fair.
Yeah.
In a sense. How do you feel about, like, when you watch these shows? Do you think, like, is it surprise you, like, a Hadi Chupin in Derek Lunsford, the 212 guys, are, like, our top two bodybuilders in the world in the open class? Does that surprise you or not really?
You know, I truly believe that, like, you know, when you're shorter, you have more of an advantage to winning than a taller guy, because like we have like longer legs, longer arms. We have to put a lot more muscle on those longer body parts. So I feel when you're shorter, you have a way higher advantage to, you know, getting more muscle density and freakiness.
What do you think was the most challenging body part you had to train, like that you dreaded or maybe you looked forward to? Because I love the harder training body parts like back or legs. People always ask, what's your favorite body part to train? My legs were always great.
Yeah.
But I had to really improve my back to compete with Coleman. So what do you ever have a day you're more excited to go work out, or a certain body part that you don't like necessarily?
Back. I love back day. Back day to this day. I can't wait for back day. I don't know.
Are you doing heavy stuff or?
You know, Jay, honestly, dude, I know it sounds kind of crazy. My back is so strong. Like whether I'm trying or just chilling, like my back is just always like, I put weight on. I'm like, dude, let's add way more. This just feels so light. But my back is so strong. I have no clue why. Maybe that's why I like to train back so much. I don't know what it is. It doesn't really make any sense. It's not like you can see your back or anything like that. Like chest, like you look in the mirror and you're like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like arms, but like, I don't know what it is, what about it is, but I just love back day. Leg day, I won't be on. I'll be honest with you. I train them hard. I train them right. I go in, I kill it, but like, it hurts a lot more than like back and chest.
Well, how do your joints feel right now at 40?
Great, man. Yeah.
What do you attribute that to? Because a lot of people, like at your size and carrying around that kind of weight, seem to have more aches and pains. You wake up in the morning and what do you feel like getting out of bed?
Maybe peptides help, man. Because, you know, I take the TB 500, I take the TB 157, blah, 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 81854321, you know, all the peptides.
He's on that 1,000 milligram PRT.
Yeah.
Do you like the peptide space now? Do you feel like there's a lot of beneficial things?
I'm definitely a peptide fan, bro. I'm definitely a peptide fan for sure. You know what I mean? I feel like, especially at my age, like I could still train pretty hard and I'm never in pain.
A lot of people ask me about peptides and it wasn't in our wheelhouse when we were competing. So like a lot of these new age protocols, I'm not as educated a lot on what people are using these days.
Yeah.
Like, do you have these discussions with anyone of any kind of knowledgeable people?
Yeah. You know,
you learn about it.
I talked to like a couple coaches like that and learn a little bit myself. But you know, I'm not, for myself, I know a lot about peptides, but like I don't really dabber into too many of them. Like I like when I want to put on some size or get a little bigger, I'll just do the MK677, you know, and then.
Isn't that like a natural growth hormone?
Yeah, kind of like that. But when I get on it, I just add weight, add more. I feel like I add more mass. And then like right now, like I'll just take like, you know, the BPC 157 for faster recovery. And I feel like I sleep better with that and I'm not as sore. So
peptides make me nervous.
Yeah.
Because there's like 100 of them now. And you'll go on social media and you'll see peptide mom or peptide this. And it's just random people with 10 needles out.
Yeah.
And you wonder like, where did this come from? How long have they been researching it? And is everyone just a guinea pig right now?
Yeah.
Some of them, like the BP 157 and the TB 500, it's been around for 20 years.
Yeah.
The strong men have been using it for 20 years.
Those are the ones I fuck with the most. You know what I mean?
Like there's all these new ones.
Yeah.
Like
Retta and all that stuff. Yeah.
This is what this one does. Like, well, how do you know?
Yeah.
Because the person who sold it to you told you?
Yeah.
You know, so it just kind of makes me like wonder what the hell is it really?
Yeah.
But
yeah, there's people out there that are like, you know, they're like huge peptide people, and there's people like me. I just more, like I said, I'll throw MK in here and there when I just want to get a little bigger, and then, you know, I'll stick on the health ones, you know, for my joints and all that stuff, you know. But
what are people's reaction when they see you? Like, do people still see you for the first time in the gym or see you out and about and they're shocked at your size?
Yeah.
And do people ever criticize you?
So do you mean like today, like in the 330 range, or like, do you mean like, no, it's not my biggest?
I mean, listen, you always look the same to me because you wear big clothes. It's not like you walk around in a tank top.
No, really.
I mean, you're an intimidating character, meaning like you take up a lot of space. So like you train at I want to call it almost is it bad if I call it a fitness gym or?
No,
I mean,
it's more it's a general public gym. So,
general gym.
So you must listen. There's people coming in there with it for the first time with personal trainers, and they see a guy your size. Like, how are people reactive to that?
Everyone's usually pretty nice and cool. They'll come up to me like, you know, and just shoot the shit a little bit, or like, hey man, how do I get like you? You know how Jay, you know what I'm talking about. Hey man, how do I get like you? Like, what's the secrets? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And I'm just like, what's up? You know, MK, what's up? You know, just be goofy or whatever.
Yeah.
Or up the trend. You know, I'm just messing.
Sound like Arnold. Did you see that video?
No.
You didn't? Arnold's like, he walks by some guy. I forgot. He was with Michael Hearn. He walks by, he's like, up the dosage, and he walks off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't see that.
This is like a month ago.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I mean, and you've seen me and you know, the gym a couple times. Like when people come up, I'm always like so cool. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, because you know, it's like those type of people, man, that keep us going. You know what I mean? Like without them, where would we even be? You know?
Yeah.
You ever think that? Like,
No, I
supporters?
think someone might see you and be intimidated just because of physical size,
Yeah.
but once they get around you,
Yeah.
you're not a intimidating person.
That's
You're
why
very
it's
welcoming.
You know, the craziest thing to me is like for the people who follow me and they see like what's up and all that stuff, like to DM me and say, hey, I saw you here and I got like that's weird to me, dude. You know how I am, dude. Like that to me was always the strangest thing. Getting DMs like, oh, I saw you at In-N-Out, or I saw you, you know what I mean, at the mall, and I wanted this. I'm like, dude, that I won't even reply to that. That's to me, it's like it's kind of insulting. You know, I love talking to the people. Like, come and say what's up. You know, what's out angle, do an out angle, like something. You know what I mean? Like,
I think every person I've ever been with that's around Craig, they always do an angle pick.
out angle, yeah,
Always.
The
yeah.
dad loved you. The dad loved him.
Yeah.
Remember at my show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Vanessa's dad.
Vanessa's dad.
Oh,
My wife.
Yeah.
you know who else's dad? Like, Mark Anthony's dad.
Yeah.
He always would tell me like when he was in town, he wants to see you, Craig. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so cool. You know what I mean? Like when dads are just like, yeah, that's.
Do you get any hate online? Like, do people send you bad messages sometimes?
I will just say this: if you guys want a good laugh, go to my Facebook, my page. You know, me and Jay, yeah. So, go to the comments just like on that page, and you'll get some good laughs.
Why? What do you do?
So, you know, Facebook, I was told that, you know, it's like the new platform where you can make money and stuff like that by posting. So I've been like on Facebook, like way more than Instagram, just like posting. I'm posting a lot of throwbacks, bro. It's like the 360, like, you know what I mean? Like, and people think that's like me today. And they're just like, the comments, bro, are just like, fucking heart attack waiting to happen. How are you still alive? Oh, his days are numbered. I'm just like, piece of shit. I'm like, and then sometimes what I'll do, I try not to, but like sometimes I can't help it. I've been known a couple times, not a lot, maybe like 5 or 6 times, like someone's talking like crazy shit. I just screenshot their face blown up and I repost that.
So it's better.
I look like shit.
Because you can't tell someone to F off or anything.
No,
They'll ban
no.
you, bro. Don't do that.
Never,
you know?
never done it. You won't find it.
You know what I remember? One of the funniest pictures ever is when you were
bus.
on the bus.
Yep. I was waiting for that.
Remember that one? There's
Is that the most likes you've got?
there's this old guy and he's like
Yeah.
this, and
Is that a real picture? Or?
Yeah.
Because AI, you could recreate that crazy.
No, someone enhanced it a little bit. There's 2 versions. There's an enhanced version where it just looks ridiculous, and there's like a normal version. But, yeah, bro. I was in New York. I was on a train, and I was already sitting there, bro. I was there. That guy squeezed in, and it made me look like I was bullying.
you're being a
Who took
dick.
the
Yeah.
picture? Do you remember?
No clue. Somebody on the bus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was just someone like, you know how I used to take.
Was it Get Big or something? Or
It was on Tosh.0.
It was a long time.
oh, is it really?
Yeah, it was on Tosh.0. And you know what's crazy is like, I believe at the time it had the most comments Tosh ever had. I'll never forget reading every comment, dude. I was bored. It was like 2011, 2012. And I'm on the laptop and there was like 32,000 comments. And I read them all. It took me from like 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. And I was seeing people like, oh, he went to my high school. Holy cow. You know, I thought that was.
You know, there was a funny time. Regan and I were overseas, and there was a picture. He sat there, and I
Yep.
said, "Do the same thing, Craig." did."
Yeah, I
And
saw that. Yeah.
we posted.
Everyone
it
was
next to each
tagging
other.
me, bro. Everyone was tagging me.
Regan went there and sat like this and pushed around. And
Yeah.
pushed 2 people out.
Yeah. Yeah, I got so
How
many
do you
tags on my bus.
fly, Craig?
I had to
He
take.
doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah,
go anywhere.
like for instance, I told you before the podcast, like, what are you doing for Christmas? I was like, I'm supposed to go to San Diego to see my buddy Tim. And I was just like, I just don't know if I want to go on a plane, you know, like
You fly coach or first class?
I coach always because you know what?
He's the cheapest fuck in the world.
I
Yeah,
know you saw Southwest now is making people buy an extra plus seat now.
So, okay, let me explain the cheap thing. So like, it's just like, dude, no matter what, I'm going to be uncomfortable. I hate planes because I have anxiety being in the air. So it's like, I'm fucked no matter what, bro. So like, whether I'm in a little more room or whatever, I just want to get on the plane and just get to my destination as fast as possible, bro. You know, so like to me, I never really cared about that part. But
You know what? I don't.
I have to have an end seat though. It has to be on the end.
People get mad sitting next to you.
Dude, one time, bro, there's a video on my Instagram. I have it. It's in my it's a Brian Shaw moment, bro. I'm telling you right now. Like it shows me like this, and you just see the two dudes like crushed, but they're laughing about it. I think it's funny. They're like, dude, this dude's a monster. But I got to show you that when we get off here. Like it's me on the plane wearing a black t-shirt. And I'm just like, Sip. And then I go, the guy's just like, and then I go to the other guy. And he's just like, I was in the middle.
So you're like hanging out in the aisle, your shoulder, correct?
Yeah,
because
the leg is out.
When I was massive, I mean,
Yeah.
I used to fly coach too. I mean,
Yeah.
do you remember the Arnold Classic? We filmed the video and my back was like hanging out the side.
Yeah.
I mean, Brian Shaw used to fly coach
He always did.
all overseas.
Yeah.
Those guys, yeah.
So if someone books you for an appearance, do you ask them to fly you first class?
You know, the times I have gone and done appearances, they say, I got you with and then they don't do it. I'm like, but I'm not
you
gonna
should have, you should have a
turns
contract.
every appearance. He turns more down than you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I think did I tell you guys about the one I did in Miami where the guy ran with the money?
No.
Yeah, I got like $3,500 to come to Miami for some like little fitness.
I remember
thing.
this,
Yeah,
yeah.
the dude just ran with the money.
What do you mean he ran with it?
Like he was supposed to pay me when I got there, and he just ran with everyone's money. Like he ran with.
So did you still show up? Or
I still showed up. I had nothing to do, bro. There's this dude named Adam. You know Adam, A-Bomb?
I don't think so.
He's like a bodybuilder. He came to my rescue, bro. He like came and grabbed me, went to the gym. We got food. Like, cause I was kind of stranded there, bro, you know? So like he kind of saved the day. So
Well, did
shout
you
out
have
to
a
him.
contract or anything, or you just
With a supplement line?
no with whoever paid you?
No, it's just like it was just like one of those, you know, influencer things, bro. You know, where
You need Matt to book your stuff.
Michael Hearn was supposed to go too. And he like,
You know what's crazy? The more I'm thinking about this, I have never seen Craig anywhere in the world except Vegas or California.
Fit Expo.
Yeah.
He came to San Diego.
Oh,
Fit
Came to San Diego and me
Funny
with
story,
Sean
Jay-
Roden went there, and we went to eat at the Cheesecake Factory.
that was such a 9K trip, bro. But back to the Miami thing. Jay's gonna love this story. So I'm in Miami. I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna say pig, chick.
Yeah.
And Costa Rica hits me up. Why don't you come hang out?
Wow.
Look at 2.5 hour flight. Sip. On the plane, Costa Rica, piggin'.
This is going to be a real
Yeah.
Piggin' with Craig Golias.
Why'd you come back?
Come back where?
After
You come back
Costa
to
Rica?
America. Why don't you stay there?
Oh, dude, I didn't like it that much, bro. Dude, I like my steak
Where'd you
and rice
stay?
with her
I know how long.
at her dump.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, man, no, I'm not big on that life, dude. I like being in my house with my steak and my rice and my gym and my own pre-workout. Like, you go there, it's like weird foods and you're in a weird car and like all these weird people are picking you up and there's no English. I don't know, man. It's just not my thing, bro. I just love being home.
You love being at your house, huh? You love your house more than anything ever. I mean, you're always doing work on your house. How do you come up with these designs?
Vision, bro. Everyone thinks I like hire like a.
What do your neighbors think?
They're like, what is he like? Because there's always like trucks in my yard and like the front yard's full of like tools but yeah, I showed you the pictures, right, of what I'm doing in my shower. So I have this shower, Matt, and it's I don't really fit in it, dude. Like you see, I'm a wide guy and it's like this big, and I'm like, why am I struggling in my own master shower? Like I should get in my shower and be like, hallelujah, you know what I mean? So I have a hot tub in my shower room and it just sits there. I don't use it. Who the fuck takes a shower, a bath? Like, imagine me and Jay in the bathtub like it's that, you know, like, so I just decided to tear it out and make this master shower. Like, so I'm going to have,
Bunch of head. You have crazy amount.
yeah, one from the ceiling, one from here, one lower, like, and then we got the guy that created it's like, oh, this is gonna be for all the girls, huh? But like there's like a
He ain't got
bench.
no pigs in his house.
No pigs, but there's like a bench, like a long bench in there. So he's like, oh, so we're gonna line up the pigs? Or, but no, but
The
like
guy must love you, bro. You just keep giving him work, this
Yeah.
guy.
yeah. So the story behind that, bro, is I hired him to do my 3 spares, and then when I saw how good of a job he did, I'm like, well, dude, just come do mine. F it, you know what I mean? It was just done like 4 or 5 years ago, but I saw a vision for something even better. So
I want a 10,000 square foot 1-bedroom house.
that's
So
what
then
you have.
nobody can ever
Oh,
visit me.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro.
People to visit.
Bro, you know what's funny is like when I had the band there, I had the highest anxiety ever because all of my space, like, you know, I had 5 bedrooms and like I had all these people in my house. I was just like, And, you know, I'm OCD with like the shoes and like, you know, keeping it clean. Like I always try to keep my house super spotless, and I'm just like shoes off, shoes off, shoes off. It's just, it's a lot. So yeah, I know how Jay feel or you feel. Like I don't really like.
You don't like clutter and
Clutter.
like you film every day, like your living room, and
Yeah.
all that. You like to show it off.
Yeah. I like to show the work I've done off. Yeah, kind of like bodybuilding, you know, when you show.
Do you ever look online at homes in Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
Are you surprised at how much they've gone up in price?
Yeah, me and Jay were just talking about this a couple days ago.
I sent them the house over here.
Yeah. Do you think you're gonna pull the trigger?
No, I mean, I always, you know, if I can make an offer on it, you know.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I went and looked at the ridges at something. Man, I was just like for $2 million then. Like honestly, like it's not a big difference from what I have now. So I think I'm just gonna chill for a little bit and just wait for stuff to get better, or you know what I mean. But like, yeah, I feel like the real estate.
Do you like the location of where you live?
Love it. I love it.
Why do you like it so much? Like, I mean, Vegas is a large area now, and obviously, like we got like Northwest is coming up so much. The Southwest has grown a lot. So, like, why do you like that area?
So for me where I live, bro, check this out. Okay, I'm gonna show you like this. So for me, here's my house, right? Up Flamingo, I got Foodie Fit, where I get my food. I've been getting for like 8 years now. They're like a food prep company. Right there, got my grocery store across the street. I got the highway right here if I do need to go somewhere, and then I got my gym right there, dude. Everything's 4 to 5 minutes away from me, dude.
Yeah, Flamingo's the gym's on the other side of the freeway.
Yeah, it's like nuts to me. Like everything I need is within 4 to 5 minutes of me. And then let's just say I want to go to Palms for some weird reason. I live off Flamingo. That's like 10 minutes down the road if I hit every light. You know, it's like 10-minute drive, like straight down Flamingo. So, and then Dre's is like another 3 minutes out. So it's like, yeah, I'm in a really good spot, bro. Man, should I be telling where I live? Flamingo
They
Road.
can just Google it.
Yeah, I know it's true, but yeah,
It's where we live in the U.S. Everything's public. They
yeah,
go look
you're
it up.
right. You're right. I remember, dude, I would be on live, and there's this guy, and he would just keep on writing my address.
Really?
I had to block him. It was so creepy. He'd just write my address, and I'm like, dude, that is creepy as shit. Block. Like,
You know, when Vanessa first came here, she didn't like in South Africa. Nothing's public.
yeah,
So she's like, you can find someone's address. I'm like, yeah, it's all public. You can just Google it.
I don't know why do they do that. Isn't that kind of?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like that around the world. I just know there it's not.
World is a scary place now, man. I just don't understand it. Privacy.
Are you going to give us a peak check?
Uh,
The fans need a peak check. You can't come to the Cutler cast and not give a peak check.
Tell me about the peak check.
anatomy
Hurry up.
check? Do they really want to see a anatomy
Oh,
check?
let me ask you this though. Tell me about the peak check. Hurry up.
Oh yeah.
How did that start?
How did that start?
Is this a social media thing?
Yeah. Can I get a peek check? Hurry. Maybe, did you start the hurry up part?
No.
I really don't remember. With a hurry up, I don't remember, but just
Well,
became
then
a
just
thing.
make up a cool story and tell us.
Oh,
Pagan, and all of a sudden, peak check, hurry up came.
yeah, someone said, hey, Craig, had a peek check and hurry up. And they just kind of caught on. I'm like, okay, I'm going to hurry up, sat, you know, like.
Do you have a favorite gym in Las Vegas? I mean, have you been to every single one now? Have you been to New Tech yet?
Yes, New Tech is a great gym. I've been there twice.
Have you been to Torture Gym?
I went to Torture once, but did not train there. I went and got worked on
Okay.
one time.
And you been to Lift Factory?
Never been to Lift Factory in my life.
What about
That's a great gym.
Too
though.
far, bro.
You'd like it.
What about
just 'cause
Kilo
all the
Club?
mirrors.
Never.
That's the private. Well, that's pretty close to you too.
I was at Dave and Barton's though. When I was
That's
at
the same.
Yeah, I know.
gym.
Yeah.
But yeah, I checked that out a couple times. But yeah, man, honestly, they're all good gyms, bro.
Have you been to the? Oh, you haven't been to the New Fit Club yet, huh?
Nah.
I went and trained there twice now.
At the New Fit Club? How is it? Is it a 9K vibe or a 5K vibe?
It's like a
It's a 7K vibe.
8.9
7
K vibe.
7 vibe, yeah.
Do you
You'd
think
like
New
it.
Tech is like the hardcore bodybuilding gym now, or do you still think Dragons is like more bodybuilding related?
So I've been to both, you know, obviously, and yeah, I think they're going to be neck and neck, bro. I think it's like, I feel like when someone's in town, they're going to want to hit up both. Like, let's do New Tech Friday, do Dragon Saturday, something.
Because it's all like in vicinity of the strip, right?
Yeah, they're pretty close.
Do you look at equipment and feel like I like to train on machines, or are you still doing free weight movements?
Strength Culture has some really cool leg day stuff, man. Have you noticed that for like leg day? Because like leg day is leg day. So.
He doesn't get to go. He just went the other day for the first time, but they're really like they opened up that back room now.
Yeah.
I like going there and training. I kind of like the vibe there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it's all, you don't have to go like, the problem with LVAC is where like the upstairs, downstairs, especially the ones, unless you go to like the strip ones, you're just kind of like, you have to, I got to go upstairs and use this. And sometimes you go all the way up there and someone's on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of nice when you can look across the gym and say, okay, I'm going to use this machine, but I know it's open.
When you work with Corey, do you ever train after or before or no?
No, I've gone and trained prior to. What
Okay.
I hate training after, bro, because I'm like, after being on the table for an hour,
Yeah.
I'm just tired and
Yeah.
and I'm afraid of pulling something.
Corey
you know what
says
I mean?
it's best to train right after.
I know
That's why
it is,
That's
yeah.
why I do that. Yeah. So I goes,
But you got to
drink-
eat, don't you? Or
No. So I eat, go straight to him because you got to let your food digest. And then I'm
Yeah.
drinking my pre while Corey's working on.
okay.
So like when we're like 30 minutes out, we'll stop. He'll start working on like my tricep or my forearm or something like that. And I'll just start drinking my pre while he's like working on my right arm.
I now that I've trained at a lot of smaller gyms, I don't think I would ever want to go back to like a huge gym.
Where's
I
your
just-
go-to gym? Like what's the gym you go to the most? Because like Jay's Kilo. You're Kilo, right?
yeah, because it's close to
Yeah.
me. But
Now
like
you
when
see how I feel with
But I try to show love. I just trained at this Coast to Coast. They're sponsoring my show. I try to go to Iris's and support, Powerhouse. I go
trip there.
I mean, Lift Factory now. I go there. Brandon Fleehan owns it now, right? So
Does he?
yes.
I just ate with them a little bit.
Yeah,
Remember I told you? Yeah. I saw him at Teriyaki.
So he
Yeah.
owns Lift Factory. He's doing a remodel on it now. So it's all getting
He didn't tell me that.
yeah. Well, it's new. He just got it done. Big surprise. And
I like the smaller gyms because they have less people. And when you want to go train, you just want to be able to train. And you don't
Yeah.
like, I remember the years when I would go to LVAC and they got like 5 incline hammers and you go on there and there's 2 people waiting on each one. And you're like,
That's why you just
Those
gotta.
days are
That's
done.
why you just gotta hit the lats out a little bit. And be like, bro, how many more? What's that? And they're like, oh, you're good. Good.
I don't have the Craig Golias width. I got a 300 peak check.
300. You mean 3K?
No, 300.
Oh.
so what else you want to say before we pop off? Anything else you want to thank anyone? You want to shout out anything?
I want to thank you guys for bringing me on, man. It's seriously a pleasure because I've watched this podcast for a while now. It's trippy to actually be here and be on it. So that's super cool. So thank you guys for having me on. And for all of you who don't follow, check me out. If you like metal, check out the band. And that's about it.
And you need to send your
Coaching.
peak check to Craig Golias direct.
Yeah, and if you need to hit me up with the peak check, just make sure you hurry up.
Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate you coming on, and it's been pretty funny, actually.
All right, we're up.
Was it good? Was I okay?
Yeah.